Warwickshire returned to Edgbaston for an LV County Championship fixture, but found relegated Northamptonshire in fighting form on the opening day, with James Kettleborough and Ben Duckett both scoring half-centuries. Put in, the visitors made a good start on a beautiful day in the country's second city, with Stephen Peters and Kettleborough able to open up with a partnership of 63 in the first 16 overs. Although already down to the second division for next year, Northants have shown a fair amount of improvement in their last couple of games and had the better of Somerset in a draw in Taunton last time out. Oliver Hannon-Dolby was the pick of the Warwickshire attack in the morning, and he ended the flourishing partnership by having Peters caught behind for 35. He then bowled Kyle Kurtzer for a couple after 16 more runs had been put on the board. Northamptonshire slipped to 87 for 3 when Rob Keogh clipped a leg-side ball from Keith Barker to Ian Westwood at mid-wicket, the visitors failing to make the most of their start. But Kettleborough did bat through the morning session, and early into the afternoon he went to his third 50 from the 10 championship innings he's had this year. This one had used up 95 balls and was reached with his 8th 4. He has been a bright point of a rather dark season. So has Adam Rossington, who's come on leaps and bounds since joining on loan from Middlesex midsummer. He has contributed some very handy knocks in the middle of the order since arriving at the county, and he was to do so again here, as he and his young partner added 64 runs for the 4th wicket, keeping the bowlers at bay for 19 overs with some moments of fortune along the way. A win here for Warwickshire, coupled with a draw for Yorkshire at Trent Bridge, will just about keep the home team in sight of a treble, and so they would have been a little frustrated by Kettleborough's fine knock of 71. He was just a couple shy of his career best score when he got a good one from Ricky Clark, which he could only edge behind to Tim Ambrose. Ambrose then grabbed the third of his 5 catches in the next over, Barker removing James Middlebrook for a single, which left Northamptonshire on 152 for 5. Ben Duckett was then dropped by Clark off his own bowling before he'd got going, leaving it to Barker to get shot of Rossington for 44. Ambrose called into the action once again. Next ball, Barker found some wobble in the air to have David Willey LBW for a golden duck, and the bowler was not a million miles away from a hat-trick as Andrew Hall tried to turn to leg and got a leading edge, which not only landed safely but also brought the batsman a couple of runs. Northamptonshire needed to get them any way they could. Duckett was living something of a charmed life and was lucky that this edge off Jitan Patel didn't go to hand. Duckett came into this match on the back of a brilliant maiden 100 in that draw with Somerset last week. He scored an unbeaten 144 on that occasion, and his innings here was a mix of the sublime and the ridiculous. What he was doing, though, was forging a very handy partnership with Hall, a man who is slipping further down the batting order, but still able to make some decent contributions with the bat. He used to open the batting for South Africa in Test cricket and scored plenty, so he is a very good man to have coming in so low down. Now in his 40th year, Hall has been a crucial member of this team for the last few years. He supported his much younger partner admirably here. Duckett, meanwhile, is improving with each innings, a newfound confidence in evidence as he drilled this ball from Patel over the rope for a 6. Warwickshire would have had a much better day had they held all their chances. Hall was dropped off his own bowling by Hannon-Dolby, while Duckett had a third life when he was spilled again, a very tough chance at short leg. Such things allowed these two to add 96 runs for the 8th wicket. Within that, Duckett added another 50, this one being made off 82 balls with his single off Patel. The 19-year-old had found the boundary on 6 occasions and cleared it once. He is in a rich vein of form right now. His partnership with Hall was finally ended after 24 overs, as Hall gave Ambrose his 5th catch of the day and his 50th of the championship summer. Hall was on his way for 43. Duckett followed in the next over for 55, a leading edge offering Patel a simple return catch. And the innings was finished off in the next over when Neil Wagner gave Hannon Dolby figures of 4 for 57, pulling the bowler to Sam Hain at long leg. Northamptonshire were all out for 273, Barker bagging 4 for 61. Warwickshire had 16 overs left in the day to bat, and in the third of them they lost Westwood, who flashed at and edged Willie to haul after making just a single. But that was the end of the wickets for the day, as Will Porterfield and Varun Chopra batted with very few alarms the remainder of it. Both played some very pleasing shots to give their side just about the ideal start to their reply. Warwickshire will hope to go big on day 2 to put themselves firmly in control of this match before seeing if Nottinghamshire could help them out a little against the now champions-elect Yorkshire. This pair added 70 runs before stumps were drawn. So Warwickshire will go again on the second morning on 79 for 1 with Chopra on 43 and Porterfield on 24. That leaves them 194 runs adrift of their opponents, but with plenty of very talented batsmen still to come. Warwickshire will hope to be well ahead by the halfway stage of this match.